So something unusual is happening currently now in Nigeria. Since yesterday that President Trump spoke about the genocide against the Christian community in Nigeria, everywhere has been quiet, which is not the way Nigeria is. There have been a certain level of quietude in the camp of APC, and there have been a certain quietude in the camp of the northern elite. This man they call, is it Garba? Garba, is it Garba Shehu or something like that? There's a video Garba Shehu made today, and I took my time to go through the whole comment of this particular video. You get, people were commenting the same thing. 70% of people there are asking, is this truly a real video from Garba or this is an AI video? Why are they saying it? Because all of us know who Garba is. Garba of the time of President Buhari. We know who Garba is. But I will play this video of Garba. If you know who Garba is from the onset, you'll be shocked the same way many other people are towards this video Garba made concerning what President Tinubu said. Now, why is it that there is a high level of quietude both in the APC camp, the present government camp, and in the northern Nigeria? I have the answer. The reason why nobody is saying anything, nobody is abusing Trump, nobody is calling Trump out, nobody is abusing US, is because of what? You get? So you cannot fight US and you go scot-free. Every politician, all the leaders now, all of them, they don't want to be banned from entering US. All the northern elites, they don't want to be banned from entering what? US. They don't want to be in US blacklist. That is the reason why everybody is quiet. But think of it, what if P2B was the one that made that comment? What would have been happening by now? Think of it very well. If P2B was the one that made this comment that President Trump made, what would be the fate of P2B by now? Will we also experience this silence or quietude that have been happening among the leaders since Trump made that comment? Will it be possible? It will not be. So even if you listen to the video of Garba, you see how Garba is responding to what President Trump said. You'll be wondering, is it Garba? Can Garba calm down and talk like this? That is what you'll be asking yourself. But why is he doing like this? Because everybody is at stake. US is no nonsense country. Even if you go to apply for their visa, they will search every comment you've made since you enter social media, and they will use it and judge you before they give you visa. So everybody wants to protect, themselves so that they don't fall into the blacklist of US government. The only person who can actually speak now is FFK. And why can FFK speak now? Because FFK is already in the blacklist of US. US has already banned him from entering the country. So, since US banned FFK from entering the country, he has always been on the neck of US. Whatever US does, problem. Even this Israeli war with Palestinians and all those things, he has been on the side of Palestinians against Israel because of what? He has lost everything. US government has already cancelled him. So you've seen that he's lost everything. He doesn't need to support US again. You get? He's the only one who can say anything against US now. But every other person who never knew if they're already in the blacklist or not, they will not say anything now because they don't want to indict themselves. So listen to what Garba Shehu said.
The United States designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern for the purpose of genocide against Christian population. This means that the US is now going to start official procedural proceedings against Nigeria in some strategic interests where Nigeria is a concern, especially in the area of weapons deployment, because they believe that some of the official weapons that is being supplied to Nigeria find its way into the hands of these terrorists that are committing such genocide. So an action is going to be taken against them. One of the sorts of concern with that designation is that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is not just standing on the CPC designation. He is also requesting that the House Appropriation Committee chairman and some of the committee responsible, like Tom Riley, to sit down and come back and report to him. And he claims that he will not stand idle by to see fellow Christians are being killed in Nigeria. Most possibly, there is a program or a plan for the boots to be on the ground in order to help prevent the genocide. Most possibly, this is also one of the factors that they are likely going to consider. It means that the general failure of Nigerian leadership may lead to the US boots on the ground in Nigerian soil. And this is very, very damaging to this country. So it means that there is a general vote of no confidence on the current leadership system of the country. They believe that there is a general failure of leadership to provide security of life and property, and that they must do something extra to be able to help in provision of this protection for the life and property of some of the citizens in Nigeria that they're concerned about, especially the Christians. And I believe that's what it's trying to do. So here is what I want to say. The Muslims in this country should not see this as a direct attack against them. Rather, it's a direct attack against the militant terrorist organization. So, and there should be no issue of anger pointed towards some Christian population simply because of this is happening, but rather there should be a general consensus and understanding between the citizens of Nigeria so that we should all understand that there is a failure of leadership in the country, especially the political leadership and the security leadership, to provide the necessary protection that is required for a peaceful and prosperous society. And that is what led us to this problem. So the problem should be viewed from the lens of being generic, not from the lens of being religious division, that will lead to religious division between the Christians and the Muslims. And do not forget, the only interest group that went to the United States to present in the US Congress this concern are the Christian population. Possibly, if there is a Muslim population's delegation that also found their way to the Congress and expressed concern about the genocidal killings that takes place against Muslim population in Nigeria by the same terrorists, maybe that designation will have also happened. So we shouldn't target as one religion trying to confront the other, or Christians are trying to confront the Muslims in Nigeria. No, we should see it as the citizens that are supposed to be protected by the security and the leadership of the state that has failed, and that is why the US is trying to do that. And the US is likely doing that because only the Christian population went and reported the issue, to the Congress. Should the Muslim also go and report, they may likely be designated. So this should not instigate any religious differences in Nigeria, but rather it is something that all of us share, that there is a general failure of leadership, both in the political class, most especially the political class, then of course also the security, particularly the political class, because the political class are supposed to provide all the necessary resources for the security to function. But the political class has failed to provide these things, focus on corruption and stealing, and that is why the security are failing, which is leading to the massive rise and general killings by the terrorists. So this should not instigate the citizens against one another. Rather, we know where the problem is. It's coming from the failure of the political class. Thank you.